So this is the simplest of the lifts to do, it really is. You're gonna come to the bar and place your shins about an inch from the barbell. Good. This places the bar right over the middle of the foot, which is the obvious place to have it, right? You know, I mean, if the bar is over there, you can't pick it up, right? If the bar is here, you can't pick it up, but it'd be a little easier. If the bar is here, you still can't pick it up. If the bar is here, you can pick it up, but see the pattern? The pattern is to get the bar as close to the middle of your foot as you can get it, because that's where everything's in balance. So we're just gonna place it there by placing the bar 1 inch from the shin, which is the middle of the foot for everybody we've ever seen. Toes are gonna be pointed slightly out, which does a couple of things. It produces a little room between your thighs for your belly, and it engages all the external rotator hip musculature. So we add that to the movement with that little toe out thing. Now, from now on, every step that we're going to do must not move the bar because we have it exactly where we want it to be, okay? So with stiff knees, take your grip. And the grip will be just outside the legs, as narrow as you can take it. Don't roll it back. Put it back where it was, there. Now, bring your shins forward until shins touch the bar, knees stop right there, and then they go out into the elbows, just a tiny little bit. Last step, squeeze the chest up, but don't drop your hips, because if you drop your hips, you push the bar forward, and we already have it where we want it to be. Squeeze the chest up, and drag the bar up your legs. It never leaves contact with your legs, because if it leaves contact, it goes forward to the middle of the foot. And you finish with chest up nice and high. The only thing that moves is the thoracic spine as you lift the chest. And then you're gonna set it down by first unlocking the hips, sliding it down the legs until it passes the knees, then they bend, and then you're in approximately the same place you started. Your tendency previously, I can tell by the way you're moving, has been to try to pull with your hips too low. The squat, the deadlift is not a squat with a bar in the hands. It's a pull. It's completely different mechanics. So let's do this again. Take your grip. Don't be on your heels. Okay. Be in the middle of weight. Point the toes out, toes pointed out. Knees out, chest up, hips are high. And that's the good position. Good. And down. Okay? Somebody's told you to pull from the heels. Mid-foot is where you pull. Okay. Mid-foot. Because that's the balance point. Okay. Because that mid-point is halfway between the heels and the toes. So it's the furthest point from which it takes to perturb your balance. So be in the middle of the foot. Okay, again, come to the bar, this same 135. Okay, toes are pointed slightly out. And probably you could stand a deadlift with a tiny bit narrower heel. There you go. Okay, what this allows you to do is reduce the range of motion. If you pull real wide, you have to pull the bar further. The narrower you can be and be in balance, the better for the pull. Okay, and the grip comes in accordingly. All right, so with stiff knees, be careful about the bar. Don't move the bar. Bar belongs to the platform. Knees come forward. And you'll notice that the shins are at a very slight angle. Leave the hips up. Don't move the hips down. Now squeeze the chest up. And you'll notice also that the arms are at a slight angle. He pulls it up in a straight vertical line over the middle of the foot and down. Raise your hips up higher than that. That's the position. Chest up. You have to fight for that chest up position. If the position was easy to get into, it was wrong. The dead lift begins from a dead stop. There's not supposed to be a stretch reflex off the floor in the deadlift. Work of the deadlift is the pull, okay? And if you diminish the pull by bouncing off the floor, then you've just removed some of the work from the effort.
Okay.
Okay?
What about, I've seen the switch grip?
The alternate grip is useful at heavy work set weight if you can't hold onto the bar with a double overhand grip. There's a price to be paid for an alternate grip. When we are double overhand, shoulders are in rotational symmetry. Both are internally rotated. On an alternate grip, the supine hand is now in external rotation. And this changes the involvement of the musculature from one side to the other. It's better to be symmetrical.
Okay.
A lot of guys at the high levels now are beginning to use a double overhand hook grip, which doesn't slip. The alternate grip works because as the bar is trying to spin out of this hand, it's spinning into this hand. So it's a very secure grip, but again, you have an asymmetry at the shoulder.
Okay.
And what I would rather you do is just do a double overhand unhooked grip as heavy as you can go, because the deadlift is a grip exercise too. And then use a hook grip on your work sets if you can. If you can't, use the alternate. Now my preferred breathing on this is for you to take a breath at the bottom,
Okay.
hold it, do the pull, set it back down, and then exhale. Because again, breath is support, air is support for the back, and this is a stupid place to lose support.
Okay.
Okay, so try to fight the urge to exhale at the top.
Exhale at the bottom.
On the floor,
Okay.
when you're unloaded.
Okay.
That's when you exhale, when you're unloaded.
What about, I've seen some people like just drop it at the top of the.
That's for ostentatious, histrionic that are trying to make noise to call attention to themselves. It's disrespectful of the equipment. It's disrespectful of other people in the gym. And if you do that, you're not doing the last half of the deadlift, and you're a
Okay.
okay? I'm serious about that. Widen your grip about a finger. That'll make it easier to get in the middle there. Now keep the hips high, squeeze the chest up. That's the work of the deadlift. Good, and down. Chest up, finish the chest up real hard. You're a little round, squeeze the chest up. There's the pull.